The sun was shining as four young women went on a hiking trail. Not the first time they have been on this particular road, the women joked they could walk this road with their eyes closed. Flora, Mara, Terra, and Luna have been friends since junior high, and since high school had started the hobby of hiking various trails. The day at first seemed like a normal day for them as they started their hike. Then suddenly, a swirling vortex circled around them, and no one could see their way in or out. It spat them out like unwanted refuse, depositing the four women in a clearing bathed in an eerie emerald light. Disoriented, they staggered to their feet, their eyes adjusting to the unfamiliar surroundings. Towering trees clawed at the sky, their branches interwoven to form a suffocating canopy that blocked out the sun and stars. An unnatural silence hung in the air, broken only by the frantic beating of their own hearts.
Where are we?
Terra rasped, her voice trembling. Her red hoodie, now a vibrant crimson robe in the oppressive gloom.
I don't know.
Mara whispered, her brown eyes wide with fear.
I can't sense any natural energy here. It's like we're cut off.
Luna stomped her foot.
I can't feel the earth.
She said, her voice thick with panic.
It's like we're standing on nothing.
Flora felt a chill creep down her spine, despite the stifling air. She reached out and noticed that her and her friends were now in different color robes. Terra in red, Mara in blue, Luna in light blue, and herself in green.
Something's wrong,
She murmured, her emerald eyes reflecting the unsettling glow of the clearing.
very wrong.
Minutes turned into hours, and the women remained trapped in the suffocating embrace of the clearing. The sun, once a source of strength and comfort, flickered and waned in the absence of natural energy. Fear gnawed at their resolve, threatening to consume them. No one spoke. Luna began to cry. Terra searched a little ways around them, but would come back more frustrated.
So we're just gonna stay here and wait for whatever it is that put us here?
And where should we go? There's not even a breeze here.
Mara lifted her hand, as if to capture something, anything. As if summoned by their growing fear, a circle of light materialized in the center of the clearing. Within it, they saw reflections of themselves, each representing one of the four elements: fire, water, air, and earth. But there was a fifth reflection, shrouded in shadow, its nature indiscernible. More time passed, and it started to get dark. They decided to at least try to make some sort of shelter. Magically appeared camping gear. They looked at each other, but knew they didn't have a choice. Once evening hit, Flora wandered away from the others, drawn by an unseen force. Deep within the forest, she stumbled upon an ancient, gnarled tree, its branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. As she touched its bark, a surge of energy pulsed through her, and a vision flooded her mind. She saw the clearing, not as it was, but as it truly was. A prison, crafted from the remnants of a dying world, a place where magic went to wither and die. And she saw herself as something more, something ancient and powerful. When the vision faded, Flora returned to the others, her eyes filled with a newfound understanding.
I think I know what we are.
She said, her voice resonating with an otherworldly authority.
We're somehow the embodiment of the elements, brought here to die.
A wave of terror washed over the others, but Flora continued, her voice unwavering.
But there's more. I saw a fifth element, a force beyond our understanding, and I saw myself, taking its place. What does that mean? We were brought here to die, and you become the fifth element? What's the fifth element?
Terra demanded.
Death.
Mara whispered, but quickly covered her mouth.
That can't be right.
Luna let out.
Look at us, I know I didn't leave the house this way.
Terra anger was manifesting through her hands, and small flames started to show. The women grasped. Terra looked down at her hands.
What's happening?
Fire.
Mara began to look around at the others. She started waving her arms and hands as water flowed through them. Luna followed as air flew through her hair. They laughed. Flora looked worried. Terra hugged her.
And we're going to die here.
Not without a fight.
Mara said as water shot at their faces. Hey! In the following days, the women practiced their newfound powers. The clearing, once a prison, began to respond to their will, its oppressive atmosphere lifting slightly. Its power is both terrifying and exhilarating. One night, as the women huddled together for warmth and settled in, a figure materialized in the center of the clearing. Tall and cloaked in shadows, it exuded an aura of ancient power and profound sadness. Flora steps out of the tent.
Death.
Flora breathed, recognizing the figure from her vision. Death nodded, her voice a dry whisper that echoed through the clearing. I have grown weary, little witch. The burden of my duty has become too heavy to bear. It is time for another to take my place. She raised a skeletal hand, and a dark mist flowed from her fingertips, swirling around Flora. The power of death surged through her, transforming her, reshaping her. When the mist cleared, Flora stood taller, her eyes glowing with an eerie green light. The other women gasped as they rushed out of the tent, recognizing the transformation, the power that now radiated from her. Flora, the element of earth, was gone. In her place stood Lady Death, the guardian of the fifth element, the keeper of the balance between life and death. The clearing, once a prison, was now her domain, a gateway between worlds. With a sad smile, the former Death faded into the shadows, leaving Flora alone in the eerie silence. The others watched in awe and fear, knowing that their friend, their sister, was gone, replaced by something ancient and powerful, something beyond their comprehension. And so, Flora became Lady Death, forever bound to the clearing, forever tasked with guiding souls to the afterlife. The other women remained with her, their loyalty unwavering, their fear tempered by love and respect. They knew that even in death, Flora was still their sister, still their friend, and they would stand by her side until the end of time.